Here, welcome dear student to the class of UI BSc, the Department of Chemistry at Vasantro Naik Arts Commerce Science College Shahada, to the subject of Green Chemistry, Unit 2nd, that is Principles in Green Chemistry. Here, we are going to discuss about the principle. There are several principles of green chemistry. Among these several principles, next principle is selection of suitable solvent. We know that what is solvent? Solvent is the substance which dissolve solute. Solvent is the substance which dissolve solute. The solvent selected for the particular reaction should not cause any environmental pollution and health hazards. जेही सॉल्व्हंट वापरतो कुठल्याही केमिकल रिॲक्शनसाठी ते केमिकल रिॲक्शनसाठीचे जे सॉल्व्हंट्स असतील ते एन्व्हायरमेंटल पोल्युशन निर्माण करणारे नको किंवा हेल्थसाठी घातक नसो. हेल्थसाठी घातक नको मीन्स it should be eco-friendly. It should be eco-friendly. An auxiliary substances is one that helps in manufacture of substances but does not become an integral part of the chemicals. Such substances are used in a manufacturer's processing at every steps. म्हणजे ऑक्झिलरी सबस्टन्स ऑक्झिलरी म्हणजे काय सहाय्य करणारे असे बरेचसे सबस्टन्सेस असतात ॲक्च्युली that does not take part in the chemical reaction but that help to take chemical reactions means to increase the chemical reaction or rate of chemical reactions. Thus auxiliary substances are very important to increase the rate of reactions in the manufacturing process. Most of the auxiliary substances are not even evaluated for their harmful effect on human or on the environments. This is especially true of solvents and separation agent for different operations. Solvents. Among the commonly used solvents are the halogenated solvents like methylene chloride, chloroforms, perchloroethylene, benzene, and carbon tetrachlorides. These solvents have been categorized as suspected human carcinogenic. सस्पेक्टेड ह्युमन कार्सिनोजेन्स. कार्सिनोजेन्स म्हणजे काय की ज्या पदार्थामुळे कॅन्सर होतो त्या पदार्थांना कार्सिजेनिक असं म्हणतात. इफ यू कन्सिडर दीज क्लोरिनेटेड और हॅलोजेनेटेड सॉल्वर्स मिथिलीन क्लोराइड्स, क्लोरोफॉर्म, परक्लोरोइथिलीन, carbon tetrachlorides, these are the chlorinated solvents. When such types of solvents or halogenated solvents are used in chemical reactions, the cancer may take place to the human beings because these solvents suspected as human carcinogens. Suspected as human carcinogens. Another example is depletion of ozone layer by CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. What is CFC? Chlorofluorocarbons. म्हणजे क्लोरी पण इथं हॅलोजन कुठले कुठले आहे, क्लोरीन पण आहे, फ्लोरीन पण आहे. बोथ दीज हॅलोजन्स causes the depletion of ozone layer, particularly these chlorides causes the depletion of ozone layer. जो ओझोन लेयर आहे स्ट्रॅटोस्फिअर मधला तो ओझोन लेयर कमी करायचं काम हे CFC दॅट इज क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन्स. दिस क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन्स that is CFC is used in refrigerators and it is used as coolant in air conditioners. There has been lot of concern for the auxiliary substances that are used in achieving separations. A typical example of separation or purification is to use recrystallizations. म्हणजे these recrystallization is the auxiliary process to reduce the toxicity or pollution of these halogenated solvents. Green solvents, supercritical carbon dioxide. supercritical carbon dioxide. That is, liquid CO2 is versatile solvents and is called supercritical CO2, that is supercritical solvents. Carbon dioxide can exist in different states depending on the temperature and pressure of its surrounding. This carbon dioxide, the state, what are the state? Solid, liquid and gas are the states or phases. This carbon dioxide may be in the form of solid, maybe in the form of gas, or maybe in the form of liquid. But its state is depend upon the temperature and pressure of its surrounding. टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशर वरती अवलंबून आहे. हा सॉलिडमध्ये आहे का लिक्विडमध्ये आहे का गॅसमध्ये आहे. ॲट रूम टेम्परेचर अँड प्रेशर ॲट 1 ॲटमॉस्फिअर CO2 इज इन गॅसियस स्टेट. म्हणजे टेम्परेचर रूम टेम्परेचरला हा CO2, परंतु प्रेशर काय पाहिजे 1 ॲटमॉस्फिअर. 1 ॲटमॉस्फिअर अँड रूम टेम्परेचरला CO2 हा गॅसियस स्टेटमध्ये असतो. However, if we increase the pressure, the CO2 becomes the liquid. 1 atmospheric pressure पेक्षा जास्तीचा प्रेशर जर वापरला, जास्तीचा प्रेशर जर दिला, this gaseous CO2 is converted into the liquid CO2. If atmospheric pressure is increases or pressure is increases, the gaseous carbon dioxide converted into liquid carbon dioxide. At the points minus 56 degrees centigrade, minus 56 म्हणजे फार कमी तापमानाला, फार कमी तापमान, minus 56 and 5.1 atmospheric pressure, CO2 exists simultaneously as gaseous, liquid and solid form. म्हणजे -56 -56 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेडला आणि 5.1 ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशरला हा CO2 गॅसियस, लिक्विड अँड सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये आपल्याला आढळतो. द लिक्विड CO2 इज व्हर्सटाईल सॉल्व्हंट्स अँड इट इज कॉल्ड सुपरक्रिटिकल CO2. That's why this CO2 is called supercritical, because the state of this CO2 or phases of CO2 is depend upon the temperature and pressure of its surrounding. Ionic liquid as green solvents. Ionic liquid implies a salt-like material that is fluid at ambient temperature, is colorless, has a low volatility and easily handled. Ionic liquid are made up of at least two components like cations, that is cations and anions, which can be varied. Ionic liquid म्हणजे काय? आयोनिक हा शब्द येतात तिथं पॉझिटिव्ह आणि निगेटिव्ह चार्ज असलाच पाहिजे, म्हणजे कटायन्स आणि अनायन असला पाहिजे. ज्यात कटायन आणि अनायन असलेले जे लिक्विड्स असतात, हा कटायन आणि अनायन असलेले जे लिक्विड हे ग्रीन सॉल्व्हंट म्हणून यूज केलं जातं. The solvent can be designed with the particular end used in mind to possess a particular set of property, reused several times. So, for example, acid-base neutralization. Here, this is tetramine, not trialkylamine, and here acid is used. This is base. This is base, and this acid is used where the acid-base reaction is taking place with the help of solvents. What happens here? This salt or ionic liquid is obtained. This ionic liquid is very useful solvents for the reacting other ionic substances. Use of water as solvents. We know that water is universal solvents. म्हणजे बऱ्याचशा ठिकाणी तुम्ही जर पाहिलं आहे, बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी डिझॉल्व करण्यासाठी आपण वॉटरचा वापर करतो, म्हणून याला युनिव्हर्सल सॉल्व्हंट असे म्हणतात. वॉटर इज द आयडियल एन्व्हायरमेंटली बिनाईन सॉल्व्हंट्स अँड इट इज अ सेफेस्ट पॉसिबल सॉल्व्हंट्स. म्हणजे हा सेफ पण आहे, म्हणजे टॉक्सिक नाही. एन्व्हायरमेंटली फ्रेंडली आहे, इको फ्रेंडली असं म्हणून. हा इको फ्रेंडली आहे, टॉक्सिक नाही, we can easily handle. Hence, it is very useful and universal solvents. Use of water as solvent is cost effective. Separation of product and byproduct easier. म्हणजे एखादा प्रॉडक्ट असेल तो सेपरेशन आपण इझी करू शकतो. त्याचे बाय प्रॉडक्ट असेल ते सुद्धा इझी करू शकतो. कारण वॉटरची कॉस्ट ही फार कमी असल्याकारणे तो कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव्ह आहे. म्हणून जास्तीचे प्रमाणात आपण वॉटर वापरू शकतो. अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गॅनिक रिॲक्शन्स हॅव बीन कॅरीड आउट इन ॲक्वेस मीडिया. म्हणजे पाण्याचा वापर करून पण जास्तीत जास्त ऑर्गॅनिक रिॲक्शन या कॅरी आउट करू शकतो. दॅट इज इन ॲक्वेस मीडिया. Organic synthesis in solid state, that is solventless processes. ज्या ऑर्गॅनिक सिंथिसिस असतील त्याच्यामध्ये कुठलाही सॉल्व्हंट वापरला गेला जात नाही, अशा सिंथिसिस. इट हॅज बीन फॉर्म दॅट द लार्ज नंबर ऑफ रिॲक्शन्स ऑफर्ड इन सॉलिड स्टेट विदाउट एनी सॉल्व्हंट्स. बऱ्याचशा केमिकल रिॲक्शन ज्या असतात ह्या सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये सुद्धा कॅरी केल्या जातात, कुठलाही सॉल्व्हंट न वापरता. सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये बऱ्याचशा ऑर्गॅनिक इनऑर्गॅनिक रिॲक्शन ह्या कॅरी केल्या जातात. सच रिॲक्शन्स आर सिम्पल टू हँडल, रिड्यूस पोल्युशन्स, कम्पॅरेटिव्हली चीपर टू ऑपरेट अँड आर इस्पेशली इम्पॉर्टंट इन इंडस्ट्री. म्हणजे असे ज्या रिॲक्शन्स असतात हे पोल्युशनसुद्धा कमी करतात. आपण सिम्पली त्याला हँडल करू शकतो. त्या स्वस्तसुद्धा असतात, म्हणजे इझिली ऑपरेट करू शकतो. आणि अशा सिम्पल आणि कमी पोल्युटेड असलेले जे केमिकल्स असतील किंवा केमिकल सिंथेसिस असेल ते बऱ्याचशा इंडस्ट्रीसाठी इम्पॉर्टंट असतात. सिलेक्शन ऑफ स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल्स ऑर फीडस्टॉक. The starting material or feedstock should be renewable rather than depleting. म्हणजे सुरुवातीचे जे आपण रॉ मटेरियल म्हणतो त्याला स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल ऑर फीडस्टॉक शुड बी रिन्युएबल. म्हणजे पुन्हा पुन्हा ते रियूज केला गेला पाहिजे त्या मटेरियलचा. तर त्याचा जो दर्जा असतो तो घसरला नको गेला पाहिजे. इट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टू चूज अप्रोप्रिएट स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल्स. The synthetic pathway will depend on this. जो सिंथेटिक पाथवे असतो म्हणजे जी प्रोसिजरचे जो वेज असतो, वेगवेगळ्या ऑपरेशन युनिटमधून वेगवेगळे रिॲक्टन्स, वेगवेगळे सॉल्व्हंट्स, वेगवेगळे केमिकल्स ॲड केले जातात. ह्या दरम्यान ज्या रिॲक्शन्स असतात त्या सुद्धा इम्पॉर्टंट असतात. कारण स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल जर ॲप्रोप्रिएटली आपण सिलेक्ट जर नाही केला तर हजार्डस रिॲक्शन ह्या होऊ शकतात. ऑल्सो कन्सिडर हजार्ड दॅट मे बी फेस्ड बाय द वर्कर्स हँडलिंग द स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल्स. आणि या हजार्डस केमिकल रिॲक्शन्स असतील किंवा केमिकल्स असतील, दीज आर द व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट्स टू हँडल बाय द वर्कर्स. Till now, most synthesis makes use of petrochemicals made from petroleums, which are non-renewables. आता पेट्रोलियम म्हटला तर पेट्रोकेमिकल म्हटलं, पेट्रोकेमिकल हे कशापासून बनवले जातात? पेट्रोलियम पदार्थापासून. व्हॉट इज पेट्रोलियम्स? ऑइल विच इज ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम द पेट्रा मीन्स रॉक. ओलियम मीन्स ऑइल ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम द पेट्रा, that is petroleums, which are non-renewable and biological origins. For example, some of the agricultural products such as corn, potatoes, soya, molasses are transferred through variety of processes into product like textile and nylon. Some of the materials that have biological origin obtained from the biomass are butadiene, pentene, benzene, toluene, xylene, phenolics, aldehydes, resorcinol, acetic acid, paracetamols, peracids, acrylic acid, methyl aryl ether, sorbitols, mannitols, glucose, gluconic acid. These are the chemicals which are biochemically origins or biologically origins obtained from the biomass. These are the chemicals which are obtained from the biomass, that is biological origin of these chemicals. Therefore, important to reduce the use of petrochemicals by using alternative starting materials which may be of agriculture. म्हणजे पुन्हा पुन्हा पेट्रोकेमिकलचा वापर करून आपण वेगवेगळे जे ॲग्रोकेमिकल बनवतो ते ॲग्रोकेमिकल्स पेट्रोलियम पदार्थांपासून न बनवता जे ॲग्रिकल्चर बायोमास जे असतात ते ॲग्रिकल्चरल बायोमासपासून असे वेगवेगळे केमिकल्स आपण प्रिपेअर करू शकतो. म्हणजे अल्टरनेटिव्ह आहे. use of protecting groups. Unnecessary derivation blocking groups protect deprotection, temporary modification of physical chemical processes should be avoided whenever possible. A commonly used technique in organic synthesis is the use of protecting or blocking the groups. Most of the organic synthesis करत असताना काही ग्रुप प्रोटेक्ट केले जातात किंवा त्यांना ब्लॉक केले जातात. पुढच्या रिॲक्शनमध्ये त्याच्यावरती काही परिणाम व्हायला नको त्याच्यासाठी ते आधी ब्लॉक केले जातात, नंतर त्यांना पुन्हा रिलीज केले जातात. These groups are used to protect a sensitivity of moiety from the condition of the reactions, which may make the reaction to go in an unwanted way if it is left unprotected. काही वेळेला काय होतं, काही ग्रुप जर अनप्रोटेक्ट जर केले नाही, अनवॉन्टेड वेने आपण ती सिंथेसिस केली जातात आणि नको तो पदार्थ किंवा नको तो प्रॉडक्ट आपल्याला मिळू शकतो जर एखादा ग्रुप जर प्रोटेक्ट जर नाही केला तर. In case an organic molecules contains two reactive groups and you want to use only one of these groups, the other group has to protected, the desired reactions completed and the protecting group is removed. For examples, in this synthesis, here there are two groups, here ketonic groups and here acidic groups. Both there are two oxygen, here is one oxygen. It is also reactive groups, it is also reactive groups. Among these two, one should be protected. One should be protected. What happened in this case? This diol protect this oxygen in this way. This diol protect this oxygen in this way. And what happens here? The reduction of this group takes place with the help of lithium aluminum hydride LiAlH4. This lithium aluminum hydride used as reducing agents. Hence, these two oxygen becomes OH. One oxygen is removed from this, means the reduction reaction takes place by using lithium aluminum hydrides. Hence, only OH is obtained. Here, this lithium aluminum hydride should not act on these oxygens. This LiAlOH4 should not act on these. Therefore, a protecting groups, that is diol, is protect to these oxygens in this way. Hence, this lithium aluminum hydride act on these two oxygens. Means reduction takes place on these oxygens. Hence, on the reduction, it gives one OH instead of two OH. One OH only is obtained, and thereby this O, that is this O, is protected in this way. Then again, acidic reaction takes place by using acids. By using H2O, in presence of H2O, one oxygen is removed, hence reduction again takes place. Hence, this initial OH remain as it is. This reaction initial initial O remain as it is, and new OH is obtained here. In this way, this O is protected by this dial. This O is protected by this dial. This O does not affected in the whole reaction. Means reduction does not take place on this O. In this way, if you consider the next reactions, here there are two active groups. This one, this OH is also active group. This CHO is also active groups. This C6H5 CH2Cl is used as protecting group to this OH. What happened? This group protect this O. Now this CHO, oxidation of this CHO takes place. Oxidation of this CHO takes place, and thereby COH is formed. COH is formed. Again, with the treatment of HCl, this C6H5CH2 is removed from this. This group is removed with the help of addition of HCl. Hence, this OH remain as it is. This OH remain as it is, and the oxidation of this CHO takes place as COH. CHO oxidized as COH with the help of oxygen by protecting these OH groups with the help of these protecting groups. In the same way, what happens in this reaction? In this reaction, there are two active groups. This is also active groups, and this one is also active groups. With the help of this diol, this ketonic oxygen is protected. This ketonic oxygen is protected as such. In this way, this ketonic oxygen is protected by diol, that is in this way. Hence, what happens when MGBR is used? This MGBR react with this and what happened? This diol is removed from this, and this O remain as it is, and reaction it takes place on this group. Since these protecting groups are not incorporated into the final product, their use makes the reaction less atom economical. In other words, the use of protecting group should be avoided whenever possible. Though atom economy is valuable criteria in evaluating a particular synthesis as green, other aspects of efficiency must also be considered. Okay friends, thanks, take care yourself and yours, use sanitizers and masks whenever necessary, take care.